Okay, so here we are. Thanksgiving Eve. I got some rested experience, and somebody gave me just recently walked by and gave this to me. Um. Okay, so yeah. Um. I am going to attempt to try to play for an hour tonight. Let's see how far I can get in an hour, shall we? Oh, he's outside. Okay. Who's crying? Where's the bountiful table at? That's here, isn't it? I think I have to. I think I have to eat at everything. I guess we'll see, right? Pie sounds so good. My sister-in-law. Well, she's not my sister-in-law. She's my boyfriend's sister. My boyfriend's sister-in-law. But she told me the other day that I'm her favorite sister-in-law, even though we're not married. Anyway, my boyfriend's sister-in-law. We'll just put it at that. How about that? Anyway, she has made this amazing looking
How may
cinnamon
I
roll
aid
thing.
you? Be careful. Go in peace.
I don't know how much I'm supposed to eat here. Okay, I guess it's 5 each. 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that she made this amazing cinnamon pull apart bread thing. I don't even know, but I'm gonna hurt myself on this tomorrow. Like I am gonna be devastated. But it's gonna be good. 3, 4, 5. So all my kids are gone until tomorrow. So I thought I'd get some gaming in because I haven't really been doing a whole lot of gaming this week. I've been working on crochet stuff. I just recently got back into that. 3, 4. I have to finish my I make fuse bead things as well. I need to make some of those too. I've been kind of slacking this week. I did finish my
Hail.
schoolwork, so that's a plus.
Goodbye. May the eternal sun shine upon you.
That's good, I think. And then pretty much everything else is just. Oh, I get to see. I get to go see Theo Vaughn on that Saturday. So if any of you listening has ever seen him or know who he is, he's a pretty cool dude. I like the way he gets philosophical with a redneck way, and that's always nice. I think I might have turned up my volume too loud. Let's try it. Is it turned down a little bit? doesn't make a difference, does it? Okay. My volume is super loud. So yeah, I get to go see Thea Vaughn on Saturday. My kids are gone until tomorrow. We're doing family. I did family. You can't see. It's a family thing with me and my kids and my boyfriend on Sunday. That's my plans for this week. And like I said, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of gaming. I've been trying. I dislocated my rotator cuff on and it's really been killing me. I just went to the ER today because when I woke up this morning, my left hand, it's this arm, my right arm, and my left arm was numb and didn't. It took probably about 8 hours for it to stop being numb, and it kind of scared me a little bit. Thought I was having a stroke. I am a fat girl. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I am. So yeah, so health problems and things like that are an issue. I just kind of, I recently started running again too, so that kind of always scares me a little bit that I'm gonna overexert myself. And, because again, I'm a fat girl, so I'm always afraid that I'm, gonna overexert myself and have a heart attack or something. Trying to be healthy, and that always sucks a little bit. But so I picked up running again last week, and I was kind of scared this morning when I woke up and it was stuff. So I went to the ER, finally had my arm checked from February to Valentine's Day. And they kind of confirmed that it was a pulled muscle and a rotator cuff and all that good stuff. So it's been hurting a lot lately, so I've been trying not to, the point to this story is that I've been trying not to, really extenuate it, I guess. I don't know what the right word for that is, but I definitely don't want to stress it out more than I do when I'm doing this all day long, and I've been doing a lot of that, so, yeah. Fun story, right? Also this week, though, I have confirmed with Larry Looseleg, who, as you guys know, is my oldest son, and then I'll confirm with my middle son, one of the twins, tomorrow, that we're gonna start our own, I have to remember who's got the course. I'm gonna start our own podcast, and we are going to. So we're gonna do I'm still gonna do the videos and streaming and stuff like that because I really like this. This is fun. But we're also gonna do a podcast as well, where we talk about our version of the games. Now, like I said, I've told you guys many times before that I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be a, like elite pro or anything like that. I have been playing like World of Warcraft I've been playing Warcraft since I was 13. And that was when Orcs and Humans, I started Orcs and Humans when I was 13. In 94. And I played all of the Warcraft videos, all the Warcraft games. When I'm sure I've said this before, but I always say it again. So, I started with Orcs and Humans. That was my first, really intro into RPGs and things like that. I played Baldur's Gate, all that good stuff. I was I did LAN parties. My high school graduation party was a LAN party. It's really cool. I've won gaming competitions for local games and things, local competitions and stuff. Back when I was a teenager, back when I was in early 20s and stuff like that. But anyways, I was playing Dark Age of Camelot when that was a big thing. Everybody was either doing Dark Age of Camelot or like Final Fantasy or EverQuest. I don't know if any of you guys ever remember any of those. If anybody's listening is, ever played those games, shout out to you and drop a comment, about that. That's super cool. Like I said, I played Dark Age of Camelot. That's where I learned I hated PvP because the guild that I was in, which I didn't know. Like I said, I played Warcraft, right? And I was always a D&D fan, paper D&D, pen and paper D&D. And I was always, a nerd like that kind of stuff. And a friend of my husband's at the time, which is my oldest son's dad, right, had come to visit us, and and he was like, "Hey, you gotta try this game, Dark Age Camelot. It's this, this, and this. It's like Warcraft, but you know." And he played it up great. Like he sold it perfectly. And I was like, all right, bet, let's play. So we got to playing on it. My first husband wasn't. He was not at all like into that kind of stuff. He was into like Half-Life and first-person shooters. You know, at the time it was Half-Life and Battlefield and stuff like that. So he wasn't into that kind of stuff. I was more into the RPG games. Right? So, anyways, he got me into that guild that he was in. I almost died. He got me into that guild that he was in Dark Age Camelot, and they were on a PvP server. And like I said, I didn't know any different. I didn't know any better. All I know is that I wanted to play cool games with this cool friend of ours. And so that's that. And I got into that, and I just I tried to stay close and do things that I knew didn't really require the PvP aspect of it, you know. And then their group, their guild that he was in, got beta tickets,
yes.
And each one had I guess it's actually alpha because it was before beta.
Keep your wits
closed
about
beta.
you.
I don't remember which
Hold
one. But
your head high.
It was not the open beta that everybody got into right before the launch. I was in a closed beta that was
Victory lies ahead.
And
farewell.
So I've actually been playing World of Warcraft since then, and but like I said, I did during Wrath, I did
remember the sun well.
Lead a raiding guild. For my second husband, he wanted to raid, but you know, at the time, as I'm sure you guys know, World of Warcraft was very not friendly to people who were not really like pro players, right? So if you wanted to raid, you had, well, I mean, I guess it's still kind of like that if you want to do like good raids and shit like that and get good gear and shit. So anyways, he wanted to raid, he wanted to kill the Lich King, and he just couldn't deal with the childishness that most guilds have, or most raiding people do when they do pickups and stuff like that. So that being said, I was like, all right, let's start a guild. I started out on Kirin Tor, which is an RP server, right? And you guys are getting story time tonight because there's nobody here to talk to. So anyways, I started out on Kirin Tor, and that's an RP
State
server.
your business.
And,
farewell. Shorel Iran. Keep your wits about you.
And they do, so I had a RP guild, right? And it was fun. I liked it. You know, I was kind of strict about the rules and stuff. Like, you had to play RP. You had to do, like, I was trying to really live up the RP aspect of it, right? So whenever he said he wanted to do raiding and he wanted to do this, you know, he wanted to do this guild, we actually, at some point we ended up joining a
Glory
guild.
to the Sindori.
And they weren't really into raiding. They just were like, you know, guild runs and things like that. Like, they were super cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I really loved hanging out with them and doing stuff. I met a lot of really cool people there. Made a lot of really good friends. But it just wasn't a raiding guild, you know. It was just a, you know, a leveling guild. So everybody who did do raids did it on other groups and other guilds and things like that.
Our enemies will fall.
That being said,
we will have justice.
Wanted to do he wanted to do he wanted to learn how to do the raids and stuff like that. So I did a lot of research, and I did a lot of YouTubing is what I did. That's my research. So I did a lot of YouTubing, and what I started with was you know, through all the research and things like that, I ended up joining forces.
The reckoning is at hand. Remember the Sunwell.
Who I'm still friends with the guild leader to this day, right? And she was super cool. She had about 100 people, and I had about 100 people in my guild, and I knew how to play all the classes, right? I knew how to play all of the classes efficiently. And so what I did was, now this is at Wrath time, okay? So what I did was, I you know, advertised as, you know, hey, do you want to learn how to play your class so you can raid and blah blah blah, and that was what we did. And so my raiding guild, my raiding runs for the guild were basically to do teaching, because my guys were like, I had a paladin. My main is a paladin who I've had since I started playing the game, right? And she would run these people through, you know, who ended up becoming my officers, right? Through the dungeons basically by herself almost. Like let's say for instance one of my healers, I'll run in and I'll grab all these guys. You keep me healed, and I taught him how to do the heals, right? And we would take our time, and I would get his rotation down, and stuff like that. And the same goes for like paladins. I would run a healer, or not paladin. Yeah, but well, you get the point. So like if whatever you were, it was me and my husband. If it wasn't me and my husband, it was me and another guildmate, you know, that kind of thing. And we would do casual group runs, dungeon runs, so that everybody could learn their classes. That's back when people really, you know, took their time with running dungeons and stuff. And so once they got geared enough with, you know, dungeons and heroics and stuff like that.
Farewell.
Heroics? I don't think they had heroics back then. But when they got good with, you know, good gear, good enough gear, we would go to low class or low level grades like TOC, Nax. Oh my god, we ran Nax so many times. Nax was a good one because we could do each quarter, you know, throughout the day, because most of us, you know, had normal lives, you know, so we really couldn't spend a whole lot of time waiting. So anyways, we did Nax a lot, we did TOC a lot, just to get mechanics down. And then when I got to the point where those guys, each one of my officers for each class and stuff like that, whenever they got to the point where I was comfortable enough with them to go do a raid, to go do ICC, we ended up, you know, us as a guild never took down the Lich King. We got close. We got to the Blood Council. I don't even know if that's really what it's called, but that's what I called it. So we got to them, and that's really as far as we got. But, you know, it took us a long time to get game mechanics down. ICC was super hard back in the day, and it would have been nice. My ex-husband, my second husband, the twins' husband, he ended up getting the Lich King with somebody else, which is fine. At the time, I was happy for him. But then, I think right after, what was next after? I don't remember. Pandaria? Whatever was next after the Wrath. That's gonna bug me until I want to say it's Pandaria. Whatever that next expansion was. By the time that expansion came out, me and my second husband started having issues again, and we ended up splitting up. I call it my temporary vacation from sanity is basically what it was. I went off the deep end. I lost my shit, and I had a lot of bad times. So that's my only real detour from playing games. Everything else, you know, I've been, like I said, I've been playing video games like this since I was in fucking, like I said, 13. So since I was in high school, I was 19, ninth grade at 13. So as you know, so excuse me. That's my life story. So anyways, after it's been about 6 years now. I've been clean for 5.5 years, so I will say 5. So 5 years I've been back in the game and stuff like that. So and now, because I have had my temporary insanity, I don't really do a whole lot of the group things. Plus, group mechanics for WoW have gotten really out of hand. And I'll do group things with Larry. I'll do with Zane. And I'll do stuff with, people that I know and things like that. I try to get my dad back in. My dad played with us, which was really funny because I still call him Daddy. And when we were doing raiding guilds and we had pickup groups, everybody in my guild knew about it because my dad was in our guild. And so if we did groups together, and I would say, okay, Daddy, you do this, or you do, because we had TeamSpeak at the time, Remember TeamSpeak, guys?
Time is of the essence.
I would say, okay, Daddy, you do get this, you do that, because I would tell everybody what they need to do. And pickup groups always it was so funny because they would always be like, Oh, so we're into some kinky shit. I was like, no, that's my actual dad, dude. Like, no, that's my real dad. And so yeah, that was always funny. I always get a kick out of that. So I tried to get my dad back into Wrath. He plays a lot of Second Life. I don't know if anybody plays Second Life, but my dad is a dominatrix mistress. And he owns like whole I don't know what they're called, worlds or whatever. But anyways, he makes actual real cash in real life doing it. So it's fun. It's fun times and stuff like that. And that's more his style now. But he did play World of Warcraft with us. My dad always played video games with me. He's actually the one who got me into gaming. Before I got into computer gaming, you know, he's always been my #1 supporter for like video games and stuff like that. He got me a Atari when I was 5 or 6 or something like that. We were still living in California at the time, and that's fun times right there, dude. Like that was cool shit. I got to do some cool stuff with that. I told you guys it was story time today. I'm probably gonna go through all the stories. Yeah, so I started out with an Atari, and then he got me a Sega, and then when we moved to Texas, he got me a Super Nintendo, and then a Nintendo Cube. With the Super Nintendo, we played Zelda together multiple times. It was so fun. When we figured out that it counted how many times you died, we had to go back and do it again so that we can get the lessest number. I think the lowest we ever got was like 3. And that's an accomplishment, I think. And then we got the Xbox when the Xbox first came out, and then I got a computer. Okay.
The eternal sun guides us. The reckoning is at hand.
It was in that. But once I got the computer, all gaming consoles were kind of out the window at that point. That was more my thing. I became a computer nerd, and that's that. So yeah, I played computer games all the time. Where's that guy at? Oh, he's over here. I play computer games all the time. You know, like I said, Baldur's Gate, Warcraft, Doom, and what was the one? Quake. I actually won. I went to here's when I graduated high school, we did a Southeast Texas Game Con, right? And we won. I won second place the first year and first place the second year doing StarCraft random. And the first year I did it, the guys that I played against back then, girls didn't play games. So we were few and far between. And the guys that I competed against, that were competing against me, they were like, she don't even know what she's doing. She's picking random. You know, like I was like, maybe I'm just that good. And so yeah, I placed second place. And then the second year I won first place, and I got a ticket to GameCon, to QuakeCon, and I ended up, I think I ended up placing like 15th or something like that, but I lost to Fatality. That was kind of shitty, but he's a good player, so I thought it was cool. Cool bragging rights to, you know, get killed by Fatality, I think. So anyways, that was back in the day. So fun times. That was way back then. Okay, so what else? I forget what I was saying about that. Oh, so my dad's always played with me, and you know, he's always played games with us. When you know, we got our own guild and stuff like that, my dad came and joined us and played with us on that for years. He was actually called the Leather King for years because that's all he did. Was he's a hunter, and I don't even think he was a leather worker. I think he just skinned, and he would go and he made so much money. I remember one time he told me that he needed more strength to carry all the gold he had in his pockets. But he had so much gold, he would he would make the gnomes dance in the fountain in Stormwind. That was always fun. But anyways, he would log in, people would be like, and he would say, I am the Leather King. He had a little macro that I taught him how to make, and that was super cute. He learned how to use the macro, and every time he logged in, he would say, I'm the Leather King, hit me up for leather, or something like that. And people knew it, and then with our guild in Wrath, when we were doing those kind of things and stuff, we would do pickup groups. I was always so chill with our groups, and like people people got mad back then whenever you died, because it would cost, it still does, but I mean, like, because it would cost so much money to repair your gear, and money didn't come easy back then. It was hard, and so we had a pretty successful guild bank at the time, before guild banks were even a thing.
The eternal sun guides us.
I just cleaned out that guild bank, so it's a possibility that we were putting money at it. I think so, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like I said, it's been a lot of times, and I had an insanity phase, so. Anyway, so we had a lot of gold that if people, bitched about dying and stuff like that, it'd be like, here, just take this gold and, repair. But I was always so chilled with, like, wiping and stuff like that. Okay, run back, we're good. We'll restart. We'll do whatever it takes to get you guys to come back to this. And I was always so chilled, and people were, that they wanted to run in our guilds. I remember logging in one time, and somebody, because we had enough to do 25 mans if we wanted to, but
Anaria,
sometimes we couldn't always get full 25 mans, so we'd have to pug like 4 to 5 people, right? And I remember one time I logged in, and I had just caught the tail end of this conversation, where somebody in trade chat had asked if anybody knew how to get on Omerta's waiting list for 25-man raids for ICC.
The dark times will pass.
And I was like, yeah, I'm the leader, what you need.
We will have justice.
And they were like, oh, good, I heard about your raids, and I, just really want to, be in a group like that. I don't want to leave my guild, but, I'm down for doing pickups and stuff like that. And I was like, cool, I'll put you on the list. And it just, to me, it was like, oh, to get your name out there to people that I've never raided with at all. Like, I don't remember this guy at all. And I was like, to get my name out there and get the way we do our raids and stuff like that, it was like a proud moment for me, because I was like, these people really went out and bragged about how chill our groups are, or people from our raid were bragging to other people about, hey, we do really laid back, raid runs and blah blah blah. And I was really proud, I was really proud of how things had come out in that situation. We kind of broke off, and we kind of broke off, and because of me and my second husband's issues and things like that. And that's on me. That's on me. I'm not proud of that. That's not something I kind of neglected it, but I needed. I was really out there. Like I was really broken and shit. So it was not a good moment in my life, and I just wasn't very focused on gaming, I guess. And so when I came back after gaining my sanity back, I just kind of play with the kids and stuff like that. I did play with my brother. My brother and my nephew. We play a lot together and stuff. They were in the guild with us before too, and that was cool. So, like I said, my dad tried to come back a little while. I tried to get him into Dragonflight, thinking he would like me to run around on dragons. He does not, and it really kind of, dissuaded him from wanting to play at all. And I was like, so, okay, I just turned that guy into that. All right, that's fun. So yeah, I just pretty much do like questing and stuff like that. Me and Zane did we did grind out the a War Within, and then I actually bought the expansion to War Within, and the Epic Edition or whatever, and then he didn't. So when that time came for me to be able to get the pre-order stuff, I got the early access. He asked me not to play because he wanted to play together. So I was like, oh, as a mother, I was like, all right, but as a gamer, I was like, you fucking bitch whore. Like, I would never say that to him. I did actually, but no, I told him that, dude, this is, I paid for this. I'm sorry you didn't. It was not an argument, but it was not a happy moment that I chose that. I was like, but it was cool because we did.
How are
I
ya?
actually took off time from work and not the first day because again I've been playing for 30 years. I know better. I took off the next day and the next day, so I took off 2 days after the release of the public release, and
See you
I'm
soon.
glad I did because it was fun. It was we like I said we grinded together and we did the whole campaign, and then we waited the week or whatever it was to get the earth in, and we did all that together, and that was cool because it was a cool moment for us together. And I know right now I'm on a free account, but we're gonna do next paycheck, I think, because I've kind of gotten a little slacky on paychecks too. So next paycheck, I'm going to buy our subscription again, and we're gonna do the anniversary shit. That's gonna be cool. And like I said, it's cool to do these things with him. I'm glad we do. So okay, so that all that being said, pause. I have to go to the bathroom. One sec. I got distracted. Sorry about that. Okay, so, anyways, where was I? I don't remember. Oh, so I don't remember where I was in the storyline, but the ultimate goal was started out with podcasts. So what I did was I have talked to Larry Looselake, who is amazingly good at Skyrim. He's not a pro. Okay, I want you guys to keep that in mind. None of us are pros. But he's super good at
Glory to the
Skyrim. He
Sindori.
knows like
Keep
a
your
lot
wits
of the
about
lore,
you.
and he knows what talent? How I does my talent yet? I haven't got talent yet. What am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna go red.
Remember the sun well.
So
Farewell.
and then also William 6905. He's my youngest one. We're gonna do what is that? We're going to do a podcast where we talk about how we play our games and stuff like that. We're not gonna, like I said, Larry wants to start out with, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Larry wants to start out with, telling you how he plays my, what did I say? Oh, Skyrim. You know, his thought process on character creation and then how to get to certain things right away. It's just going to be, you know, about an hour long every day, or every podcast, every cast is going to be about an hour long. I'm not really going to do, we're not really going to get into like in-game content and stuff like that until way later. William 6905, I'm going to try to talk him into doing some Fortnite stuff, maybe some tips and tricks on how to be a cooler player and stuff. He's super good at it. Again, he's not a pro and he doesn't always make you know, the first place or anything like that, but he's really good at it. I'd like to, you know, do some commentary on World of Warcraft. Me and Larry Looselake can do that together. So anyways, that's the plan. The plan is to set up a couple of episodes of a podcast, a gaming podcast. So that's in the works. You know, that's going to be cool, I think. I'm just going to do the default, the starter build layout, because again, I'm only doing the quest chains, right? So we're not doing anything special. Did I get... did I get writing? Journeyman writing. Okay, so let's check the collections. I mean, why not, right? I don't really have a whole lot of shit, do I? I remember having to do the quest line for this at level 40. Does anybody remember? Back in my day, back in my day, we couldn't ride horses until we were 60 because we didn't have the money. That was back in the day. Fun times. So, fun story. Like I said, I didn't really know a whole lot about gaming and stuff like that. The guild that I was in was more into PvP. So I started out on when Warcraft went live and my guild and stuff like that, you know, joined a real server and all that stuff. They went on to a PvP server, and I was not happy about it at first because, you know, I was, again, at that
Our
point I
enemies will fall.
I was going through the divorce of my first husband. So we were having a bit of an issue and things like that. It seems to be that my downfall comes from gameplay. Huh? That's not the case though. But anyways, I was, you know, when World of Warcraft was finally launched, November 24th, 2004. Yes, I remember the exact date. I was in line at GameStop for my collector's edition box that night. It's fun times. Anyways,
we will have justice.
When Warcraft was released, World of Warcraft was released, they went to a PvP server, and I tried. I really did. I tried so hard at first. But I don't like PvP. I don't like the I don't like the jumpiness of it. I don't like the brutality of it. Like, I like to play games and have fun, and I'm not good enough to play against all these elite people. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I like to chill. Like I said, I know how to play my class. I know how to be efficient at it. My main account has got, I think, well, probably not now because I only have like 2 level 80s or something like that. But it's I've always had decent gear. You know, it's always been, I thought, decent. Anyways, not, I guess not the point. But I don't know what my point was. I do this a lot. What point was I trying to make here? I really forgot where I was going with my story. When I listen back to this, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you big dummy, that's what you were talking about. I don't remember. So if I repeat, I'm sorry. Shield of Righteousness needs a shield, doesn't it? Didn't I go red? I don't know. Yeah, I can't use that. I need a shield for that. This is such shitty gear. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know why that's... Oh, it's... I don't know why that's like that. Oh, that's Word of Glory. That's cool. I like that. Hammer of Wrath is my closing. Judgment. Templar's Verdict. Crusader Strike. Trying to make sure I got all the good ones here. Okay. Like I said, I know how to play my class. I know how to play. I know how to play each class efficiently. There are classes that I don't like over others. I am eventually going to do all of the starter zones. Like I said, that's the plan, just so I can get them on my YouTube channel.
We will persevere. Salama
So I am going
Ashalanore.
to have all of the classes, the races, starter zones done.
Glory to the
I have
Sindorai.
one zone, one race, and one class for each race. So all the classes will be done, and all the races will be done. There are classes that I like over others. Paladin is my first. Oh, that's what I was telling you guys. That was my story. Okay, so when
Hold
my
your
guild
head high.
started... When
Remember
World of
the
Warcraft was
sun
released
well.
and my guild went to a PvP server, I tried to do it. Again, by that point,
Salama
my
Ashalanore.
life was falling apart for the first time, and I was
Your
having a
gold
hard
is
time
welcome
focusing
here.
on
Salama
doing things with a
Ashalanore.
group and, you know, keeping up
The
with schedules and
reckoning
things like
is
that.
at hand.
And they
Choose
because
wisely.
they were friends with. So I was in that guild because of the guy that was my husband's best friend who came to visit us, right? And so you guys can see where this is going, right? I was kind of casually asked to leave, and that's cool. That's fine. So I tried to find. By this point, I knew a little bit about the server types and things like that.
Anu
And I
Belore
was
de la
like,
Na.
bet, let's go with
Death
an
to
RP
all
server
who
so that I
oppose
can
us.
actually RP. I want to actually play the
The
lore,
reckoning
blah, blah,
is
blah,
at hand.
and all that stuff. So I went for an RP server, and that was where I started, and that is where I have remained.
Anaria Shola.
These characters, I think, might be on a different server, but I.
Shorelaran.
So I stayed on that server until my divorce was my second husband, and I went Horde. I had been Alliance the whole time, and then I went Horde.
Our enemies will fall.
When I split up with my second husband, and I
We
started
will
a
have
character
justice.
on my brother's guild. No, not my brother's guild. A friend of mine that I knew in real life. He had a guild on another server that was just like a normal server. It wasn't a PvP server, RP server, anything like that. So I started a Horde character just to do something different, to kind of keep the fun aspect of the game without being reminded of my ex-husband and the whole situation with them. That was before I went insane. And then when I went insane, obviously I didn't play at all. So anyways, whenever I first went to the RP server, I was in a group in SFK.
We will persevere.
And I was unaware of, cool gear and shit like that. Like I didn't know
State
anything
your
about.
business. We will have justice.
I didn't know anything about, I knew the gear that I had, and then I knew that there was gear that was better than mine. Like, if I had white gear or gray gear, white gear was better, then green was better, then blue was better, and I had never in my life seen a purple. So, anyways, whenever we did SFK, I won the Assassin's Blade. Anybody remember that? Drop a comment if you do. The Assassin's Blade, right? And, I was a rogue. And I didn't know, was I a rogue or a priest? No, I was a rogue. And I didn't know, like I said, I had no clue anything at all about any of that. Not a bit. So, I won the Assassin's Blade. I don't even remember if the group said anything about it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if they were congratulating me or if I just didn't understand what was going on, or, like I said, this was I was still very new to, like, even chatting and things like that. I was still very, very new. So, for some reason, I think the blades that I had at the time, the daggers that I had, were better, or maybe I had a sword or something, but I didn't think that the Assassin's Blade was better. I thought that what I had was better than what that one was. And, or I picked up a better blade. Maybe I picked up a better blade or something. I don't remember why, but I ended up vendoring the Assassin's Blade. And it wasn't until probably 10 years later that it dawned on me that I did that. Like, I don't remember what happened, but I was like, oh, I remember that blade. I remember doing this. And I remember telling myself, you big, stupid fucking bitch. Oh my god, I bet if those people knew. And like I said, I didn't know nothing about it. I know it vendored for like 10 silver or some shit. And that was the most I had ever seen something vendor for. It was an interesting day for sure. I could have easily done a lot of things that oh my god, that was definitely a moment that is a funny moment to me. To me it is, anyways. But yeah, that's fun times. I do plan on trying to. I don't have the warglaives. I have the the class hall warglaives, but that's not the same. Maybe I'll do class hall too. I don't know. I could always start a new character and do class hall stuff where it actually benefits you. That'd be fun, I think. I know how to play the game, and that'd be fun. It's just fun gameplay at that point, I think. Gameplay videos and stuff, because I'm not really doing much of anything. I do, like I said, I am going to redo my I say like I said a lot, don't I? I am going to renew my subscription soon. I do want to get all the as much as I can the anniversary editions because I have most of them. I think I'm missing like 17, and then I'm missing maybe a couple. Obviously, I'm missing a couple from my Insanity years. Yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. Anyways, we're gonna. I do have plans for things. You know, for the other games, the Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. I do plan on doing a lot of cool stuff with them. Just doing leveling up for those classes that I have. Just doing, like I said, showing gameplay.
What business have you, Shorel
Nothing
Oran?
fancy. I'm not trying to
Farewell.
do fancy shit. You know, I see other people doing fancy stuff in their videos, and sometimes it stresses me out because I'm just like, dude, bro. And the kids say no. I'm having fun with it like this, and like I said, I'm a mom, and I do, you know, I'm a single mom, and so I don't have a whole lot of time to play, but for those that are like me, you know, that are single parents who, or even just parents in general who just, you know, play, they don't have to be single, playing on the times that they get a chance to. Trying to be fun with it. That's what I plan on doing. That's my plan. It's showing people how to have fun with it while you play. Maybe even get, you know, like-minded people together and not necessarily playing together because, like I said, I don't do a whole lot of playing together. But it's just, you know, just building a community and being like, hey, I'm so excited I got to play for an hour today. I have more time. The kids aren't here. I know I probably said that earlier. None of my kids are here today. And, I have time, but I have other things that I want to do as well. We have Thanksgiving with the boyfriend and the they're doing lunch tomorrow, so he wants me to be at his house at like 10:30 or something. He had waited till the last minute to invite me. Like probably 3 hours ago, be like, hey, I don't know if we talked about this, which is common for him. It's a common situation for him. He gets busy on other stuff and thinks that he talks to me about things and he doesn't. So, and I didn't want to invite myself. We've been together for 4 years, but it's just not something I feel comfortable doing. I'd be like, hey, you know, what time do you want me there for your Thanksgiving today? Because maybe he didn't want me to be there, you know, which would be kind of weird, and it would hurt my feelings, but whatever, that's him. So, but that's not the case. He's been working super hard lately. He's been working a regular job, doing regular job stuff as a floor installer, and he's been doing all of this stuff. And then he was doing a tile for for his brother's bathroom. They just recently bought a new house, and the bathrooms were kind of fucked up, so they had to redo the bathrooms, and he did the tile for the when the bathtub was installed. He did the tile for it, and it's really nice. I'm lucky to have a boyfriend who's so sexy and can do manly things. Eventually you'll get to know that is not a common theme in my life. Yeah, anyways, so he's been super busy is what I'm trying to get at, and it just probably skipped his mind, and that's cool. You know, like, I had plans if he decided that he didn't invite me and it became the day and it would, you know, didn't happen and I ended up not going or whatever. I had plans. I was going to sleep in, and then I was going to work on crochet stuff all day because I got my schoolwork done and all that stuff early because, remember, I'm going to Theo Vaughn on Saturday. And then Sunday we're doing our thing. So, I had plans. For, you know, in case he decided that, you know, or whatever happened, you know, and I didn't get it. So, it wouldn't have hurt my feelings either way. I wouldn't have been mad either way. And, I am happy that I'm going. That's cool. That does make me feel happy, and I'm happy about that. But I wouldn't have been sad if I didn't get invited. Is what I'm trying to get at. I am super excited to be able to try his sister-in-law's. I don't even know what she called it. It was like I said, it was a feminine pull apart something. I don't know. And please don't make fun of the way I taught my kids do it already. And I say a lot of words that are not commonly pronounced, like whatever, and they make fun of me all the time for it. She has been talking to me all week about her plans for this dish that she's making for this dinner tomorrow. And then she showed me pictures of it yesterday. It looked so professional. I was like, I literally drooled. And like I said, I'm a fat girl, so you guys can understand. Like, I am so excited about getting to try this. And she told me today that when I told her that I was coming, she said, I'm going to be offended if you don't try this.
State your
And
business.
I am going to hurt
Remember
myself
the
with how
sun
much
well.
I'm going to eat of this. And like, I'm probably just going to take the whole plate. Like, the whole pan is mine.
The reckoning is at hand.
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I am going to try to get to a stopping point, though, soon here. Let's see. I need to get to a place to get. Fly to Silverman? I can do that. Where's my flight path at? Apparently not where I'm at. Oh, we'll go over here. So I'm excited about that tomorrow. You know, I'd like to know what you guys are doing for your Thanksgiving. So if you guys got to this point, let me know. I'm always excited to find out how other people spend their holidays and stuff like that. Me and my kids, which they just realized that I do every year, is I always do a Thanksgiving dinner for us. It's been since I got sober, or since I got clean though. So it's only been the last 5 years, so I don't really blame them for not noticing. I try to do a Thanksgiving dinner after Thanksgiving so that it's just us. Mainly because I used to have to share the kids on holidays and things like that. So now that I have a better share plan with them, most of them live with me now. The oldest one and the youngest one live with me all the time. The youngest one is with his other moms that I call. That's a story for another day. And me and the dad of the twins, I get a week on, week off, and so sometimes before it was not always a holiday for me. Recently we've gotten better with arrangements and things like that, and so it's now they do theirs, I do mine type thing on Thanksgiving, but
the reckoning
or the
is
opposite
at hand.
direction, depending on whose week it is. This week though, however, they're doing it and I'm getting them in the evening. Anyways, I always do a Thanksgiving dinner where I basically make everything for them, and it's a big Thanksgiving dinner. And it's just us. It's me and them. I'd like to try to carry on the tradition, so that whenever they grow up or they get older and they have their own families, that we do the Thanksgiving like that when they get older. That's the plan, is to kind of instill that in them.
Keep
I
your
have a
wits
lot of
about
regrets
you.
from when I was out there, and about how I handled a lot of things, and so I'm kind of trying to make up for them now, is basically what's going on. And
Remember
I'm glad
the
that
sun
this year
well.
they figured out that that's what I was doing, because they were like, are we going to do our Thanksgiving afterwards? And this is the first year that they've asked about it, so I'm super excited that they figured that out, and I was like, yeah, let's do this, and that's why we're doing it on Sunday. Let me sell some shit. I guess it'd probably be a good idea. Huh? But anyways, I would like to know what you guys do for your stuff. Maybe I'll get some ideas for our next thing too. That's always cool, right?
Do not loiter.
To share ideas and things. I would like to, anyways. I'd like to, share ideas and stuff. So whatever you get, let me know, and whatever you do, rather. Let's try it that way. Whatever you do for your holiday, let me know. I don't think I'm ever gonna probably need that, because know what I'm gonna do for, because I'm not really doing nothing, huh? Okay, let's sell it. I might need to save up bags, though, because I might need bigger bags.
The reckoning is at hand.
Let's fly to Silver Moon, and then I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I am thankful that you guys listened to me. Like I said, if you are here still
Anaria, Shola.
at this point, it'd be great if you dropped a comment and said, hey, I listened all the way to the end. That'd be cool. I'd be super excited about that. I know I don't really get a whole lot of people visiting, you know, but maybe one day I will. And if you do,
Remember,
even if this is 10 years down the line, if you get to this point, drop it. Drop a comment that says, hey, I made it an hour in and listening to you blab about nonsense. I'd be super excited about that. And, you know, maybe by then I'll be able to do something cool for my fans. I don't know. But, yeah. So, I hope you guys, let's see. Let me go ahead and just get into Silver Moon because I think I have to go into there. Fly to Silver Moon. That is a lot. What is happening right there? Hold on. Does the blue one do that? I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Sorry, Charger, I tried. I don't like that loud noise afterwards. I don't even know where I'm going. Delayed reaction mode. Alright, guys.
Choose wisely. We will have justice. Stay the course. Keep your wits about you.
His outfit is so fruity. Alright. Alright, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you letting me, or listening to me ramble on about stuff. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and thank you guys very much for everything. Till next time, guys. Bye.